Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox, and tonight the Potawatomi Fire look to stay perfect and move to 9-0 on the year. But it won't be easy as the Fire take on a retooled and a well-rested Wichita Sky Kings roster. With the opening tip right around the corner, let's go ahead and take a look at your keys to the game. For the Fire to win, it's going to start on the defensive end of the court. Wichita has some really good shooters, led by Jamal McMurray, who lit up the Fire for 37 points in that first meeting. He's capable of lighting up the scoreboard on any given night, and as the Fire saw in the first matchup, you cannot give him or really any of these perimeter players for the Sky Kings much space because they will knock down shots. And one of the easiest ways for a team like Wichita to stay in a game is to knock down those threes. Next, the Fire, they need to rebound well. Last week against Santa Ana, the Fire struggled a bit on the glass, and that allowed Santa Ana to stay in both games. Fire really need to try to limit possessions for Wichita by holding them to one shot while also attacking the offensive glass and at possessions as they are on the offensive end and try to get good looks for themselves from there. Finally tonight, the Fire, they need to start fast and they need to get this crowd involved early. The Fire, as I talked about with Coach Danoff, much to maybe his chagrin, they've won 27 straight games here at Fire Lake Arena. And when this crowd gets going, there's not a place in TBL that has a better home court advantage. So it's a big thing for the Fire tonight to really make sure that they get this crowd going early, that they get off to a hot start, because that will fuel them, I think, going forward. Because, again, as we talked about, fatigue could be a bit of an issue tonight. Teams will typically start off a little bit stronger than they might finish. So I want to see the Fire really start off strong tonight, really kind of assert their dominance early in this game. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to public address announcer Justin Woolard for the introduction of the starting lineups.
From Peru State, number 2, Justin Jones. At guard, 6 foot from SMU, number 3, Jamal McMurray. At forward, 6'7", from Westminster College, number 10, Tyler James. At guard, 6 foot from Allen Community College, number 22, Sean Sanders. And at center, 6'8", from Lamar, number 33, Anthony Cameron. The head coach for the Sky Kings, Johnny Tyson.
Calming the thunderous storm of Santa Ana, the Potawatomi Fire descend the New Mexico mountains with 2 more wins etched in stone. Tonight, the Fire look to remain alone atop the Central Conference and move to 9-0. But the Fire will have to remind this team from Wichita that they reign supreme and once again ground the Sky Kings. Now Chuck, Munson, KD, and the rest of the Fire will look to burn brighter and once again prove that they are the best in front of the best fans in TBL. Tonight, it's Fire versus the Sky Kings. Live from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma, it's time for Fire Basketball.
She get it poppin', lock it, droppin' that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Ooh, oh.
All right, fans, welcome to the court, the Fire Girls, and Mo, the Firewolf.
We got lined up, shot down, firing back, straight crown. We're going up tonight to kick out every light, take anything we want, drink everything inside. We're going till the world stops turning while we burn it to the ground.
Welcome your Potawatomi Fire. And now, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for your 2023 TBL champion, Potawatomi Fire. Let's meet the Fire. Number 1, Myron McCowan. Number 3, Ricky Artis II. Number 5, Rustin Hayward. Number 6, Jalen Mahone. Number 11, John Cathy Macklin. And now, let's meet the starting lineup. Starting at guard, 6'4", from Harris-Stowe, the 2022 TBL MVP, number 0, Deshaun Munson. At forward, 6'8", from the University of New Mexico, number 2, Jakai Simmons. At guard, 6 foot, from Charleston State, 2023 TBL Defensive Player of the Year, number 4, Chuck Guy. At forward, 6'4", from East Central, number 8, KD Moore. And at center, 6'10", from Lincoln, PA, number 13, Chris Brand. Trainer for the Fire is Taylor Williams. Director of Basketball Office Assistant Coach Sean Streetbill. Best dressed coach in all of TBL, Emmanuel Toney. And the head coach, 2023 TBL Coach of the Year, Mark Denhoff.
Simmons, Chuck Guy, Katie Moore, and Chris Brand. Chris starting his 4th game of the season. One note in terms of the Fire roster, one guy you did not hear there introduced is TJ Maston. He is back home taking care of some personal things, so we wish him well, and we know that TJ will be welcome back whenever he is ready to come back and can come back. Both teams out onto the floor right now. Chris Brand steps into the center circle, and he will jump it up with number 33, Anthony Cameron. The Fire, it is Chick-fil-A night tonight, so wearing special Chick-fil-A branded jerseys. They're white with a cow print on the jerseys, and then on the sides of the jerseys, they have flames going down both sides. Sky Kings in their black jerseys with white and gray trim, white numbers. Tip is won by the Sky Kings. Sky Kings, if you're watching on TBL TV, going right to left to start the game, while the Fire are going left to right. Here is McMurray with it on the far wing. He's guarded by Brand. McMurray dancing around, trying to get around Brand. Good defense by Brand. McMurray will pull up Fire. A tough shot, no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Chris Brand did a great job to stay with the smaller McMurray there. And now Guy lobbing it down into the floor, trying to get it to Brand. And that pass goes off the fingertips of Chris, out of bounds. It will be Wichita basketball. Bringing the ball down the floor for the Sky Kings, it is McMurray. He floats it over far wing for Sanders. Sanders guarded by Munson. Trying to get it up top, he does, to Jones. Jones working on Chuck. Goes over now to James. James has it poked away by Guy, and Chuck will take it. Chuck going all the way himself. He'll lay it up, has it blocked by James, out of bounds. And it will be Fire basketball. Man, when Chuck gets out on the fast break, very few guys can stay with him. James did a good job right there to stay with him, but there's a quick inbound pass to KD Moore, and KD lays it up and in. KD just too strong for Justin Jones, and that's the first assist of the night for Chuck Guy. Chuck comes in averaging just under 10 assists per game. Here is James with it. James floats it over to the near corner for Jones. Jones' three is no good. Another rebound grab by Munson. Munson active on the glass to start this game as he always is. Here's Guy, top of the key, setting up the offense, goes over to Simmons. Simmons floating it down to Munson. Munson will lay it up, and Deshaun Munson flips it up and in. Ja'Kai Simmons with the assist. And the Fire up 4-0 here with 10:34 to go in the first quarter. It's McMurray with it. McMurray, top of the key, guarded by Guy. McMurray working on Chuck. McMurray trying to get around Chuck. Danson steps back, fires a long two, and he's able to knock that one down. McMurray, very rarely do you see a guy kind of catch Chuck a little flat-footed. And I'm not going to say Chuck was flat-footed there, but McMurray definitely had him a little crossed up there. Here's Munson. He's going to drive baseline, spin, lays it up, and Deshaun Munson with another layup. Munson really started to get that post-game working against Santa Ana over the weekend, and he just at times became unstoppable. Here is a quick three by Sanders from the near wing, and that three rattles in. And just like that, again, with Wichita's ability to shoot the three, what was a 4-point Fire lead all of a sudden cut to 1. Here's Munson again, low block on the far side, guarded by Sanders. Munson kicks it out to Guy. Chuck will try to drive inside. Chuck will stop at the elbow, kick it over to Moore. KD will drive. KD gets inside, and KD lays it up and in. A nice move by KD Moore to get inside and get the easy finger roll, and the Fire up by 3. 8-5 the score, 9:27 to go here in the first. It's McMurray with it. McMurray guarded by Guy at the top of the key. McMurray goes over to Sanders. Sanders on the far wing. Sanders guarded by Munson. Sanders will step back, fire a three, and Sanders' three is up and in. That's a tough shot there by Sanders. Munson was in good position. Sanders just knocked it down. Here's Guy trying to get it to Munson. Munson with it. Munson will drive inside. Munson gets in the paint, just bullies his way inside and lays it up and in. When Munson puts his head down and gets to the basket, he's almost unstoppable. He's kind of in that flow right now where it's just tough to stop him. McMurray with it, top of the key, dancing around, guarded by Guy. McMurray still working. Gets to the far corner now. McMurray will pull up, fire a long chew. That chews off the mark. Another rebound grab by Munson. Third of the night for Deshaun to go along with 6 points. Here's Chuck with it. Chuck top of the key. Goes over to Simmons in the corner. Catch and shoot three for Ja'Kai. That one's too strong. Rebound grabbed by Jones. Jones guarded by Moore. Jones will step back. He'll fire a three. Jones' three is off the back of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. Goes right at Brand, lays it up, and lays it in. Justin Jones, following his own miss on the three, is able to put it back up and in, and we are tied at 10 apiece. Here's Moore with it to Simmons. Simmons to Guy. Chuck on the far wing, looks for a screen and gets it. Now tries to go inside for Brand, and it's tipped and stolen by McMurray. McMurray trying to go cross court. He does, gets it to Jones. He'll fire. Nope, Jones going down low. I thought he was going to fire a three, but instead he went down low to James, and James called for the travel. That'll be a turnover, and it will be Fire basketball. We are tied 10-10, 7:48 to go here in this first quarter of play. Guy inbounding, and he gets it over to Moore. And KD will bring it up the floor for the Fire. KD calling out the play as he crosses half court. Works it to the top of the key for Chuck. Guy looking for a screen, gets the screen. Into the corner now for Simmons. Simmons near side working in the paint. Down low for Brand. Brand will go up. Brand can't get it to go. Still fighting for it. Rebound is grabbed by Jones. Jones out quickly to McMurray. McMurray near side will pull up. He'll fire a three. McMurray's three's off the rim. No good. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Munson. Out quickly to Guy. And Chuck will lay it up and lay it in. So Chuck Guy with the lay-in. Munson with a nice assist. And the Fire lead is 2. 12-10 the score. Here's McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. Goes over to Sanders. Sanders will fire a three from the wing. That one's no good. Another rebound grab by Munson. 5 rebounds now for Munson. Chuck with it. Far wing. Goes over to Munson on the near side. Back to Chuck. Down low for KD. Moore trying to work on Jones. Moore gets inside, and Moore will lay it up, and KD Moore lays it in. Moore with the lay-in, Fire back up by 4, ties their largest lead of the game. Here's McMurray. McMurray working around a screen, floats it down low for Cameron. Cameron will go up, and Cameron will lay it up and lay it in. Guy bringing the ball down the floor for the Fire. John Cathy Macklin set to check in at the next break. Here's Chuck. He'll pull up. He'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 in and out, no good. Rebound tracked down by McMurray. McMurray, far wing. McMurray will step up, fire a long chew, and that chew is good. So the long chew by McMurray. And we have an inbounds violation called on the Fire. And with that, we will have a media timeout. We are tied 14 apiece, 5:54 to go here in the first quarter. I will take a timeout as well. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
First quarter brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. Start your weekend game on our projects now. Get great prices every day, both online and in store. Visit your Shawnee Lowe's at 4817 North Pickup in the day. Big thanks to Ted and Houses and Chick-fil-A Shawnee for sponsoring tonight's game. Special honor jerseys, get your pictures taken. Chick-fil-A pounds, looking for a fun tonight. Giveaways, proud of the game. Chick-fil-A on one side, still chicken sandwiches, chips, and cookies. Sure to visit Chick-fil-A 10 in front lobby. Here's the Prince of the Fire. Help bring you Potawatomi Fire Basketball, Shawnee Dry Cleaners, SSM Health, Venus Foundation, and Dr. Pepper. More partners coming up.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Potawatomi Fire right now tied with the Wichita Sky Kings, 14-14 with 5:54 to go here in the first quarter of play. The Fire 0 of 2 to start this game from 3, while the Sky Kings, on the other hand, they are 2 of 6. They've taken a lot of threes, but they've still hit 2, and that's really what's kept them in this game and kept the game tied with the Fire 0 of 2. And the poor three-point shooting is a continuation from that last game against the Santa Ana Thunder back last Sunday afternoon when the Fire were just 2 of 17 on that second night of the back-to-back. Hopefully they'll be able to snap out of that three-point shooting, because right now with the way that the Sky Kings are hitting the three, the Fire will need to knock down a couple at least here moving forward. Getting back to action now, John Cathy Macklin checking into the game for the Fire as Chris Brand takes a seat for the Sky Kings. It will be the same 5 on the floor. Sanders to inbound, and he gets it in to Jones in the corner. And then Jones throws it off the face of KD Moore and out of bounds. As that went right off his, right off KD's face and out of bounds. So we'll stay with the Sky Kings. And Jones will inbound right in front of the Fire bench. Inbound pass goes to McMurray on the far wing. McMurray working around a screen. McMurray floats it to Jones. Jones will step up, fire a 3 from the wing, and Jones' 3 is good. And with that, Wichita has their first lead of the game, 17-14. The third three-pointer made by the Sky Kings here in this first quarter. Here's Guy trying to turn the corner, gets it to Simmons. Simmons on the wing, back out to Chuck. He'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is in and out and back in. So Chuck Guy with his first 3 of the night. He now has 5, and he needs 42 points to get to 2,000 in his TBL career. Tied at 17 apiece. Here is McMurray down low for Cameron, into the corner for Jones. Jones' 3 is too strong. Rebound grab by Munson, out to Guy. Guy on the far side of the floor. He'll pull up, he'll fire a 3, and Chuck rattles in another fireball. Chuck Guy trying to take over here in this first quarter as he hits back-to-back 3s, and the Fire now lead by 3, 20-17. Here's McMurray working around a screen. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray will pull up, fire a long 2, and McMurray's 2 is good. I mean, if McMurray's going to make those mid-range jumpers over Guy, I mean, you just got to kind of applaud him. Here's Guy with it. He's going to float it inside for KD. KD will go up, score the basket. KD Moore and the foul. Chuck Guy with the assist. First foul of the game is called on number 2, Justin Jones for Wichita. That is his first. Like I said, it's also the team's first. With 4:31 to go here in this first quarter of play. KD Moore, 10 of 10 from the free throw line in that last game against Santa Ana as he scored a season high for the Fire, 36 points. KD's first free throw here in this one is good, so he converts on the three-point play, and KD now has 9. McMurray with it, guarded by Guy. Gets it over to Jones. Jones will fire a three. Jones' three is too strong. Rebound grab by Simmons. Out to Guy and now to Munson. Munson will attack. Munson will just go inside. Oh, what a move by Munson, and Munson lays it up and lays it in. My goodness, to Sean Munson. McMurray with it. Far wing as Wichita gets it down the floor in a hurry. Gets it to Cameron. Hands right back off to McMurray. McMurray trapped. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders far side, down low for Cameron. Cameron spinning. Cameron goes up. Cameron's shot is up, and Cameron's shot is good. Again, good defense there by the Fire. Cameron was just able to get close enough to where he put up the shot, and his soft touch got it to fall. Here's KD Moore with it near wing. Gets it out to Munson. Munson setting up the offense, and now Munson might just look to attack himself. Munson does. Munson hangs, gets it to Kathy Macklin. Kathy Macklin goes up, can't get it to go, but John will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 33, Anthony Cameron. That's his first, team's second. Ricky Artis the second, getting set to check in for the Fire. First free throw by Kathy Macklin, up and in. Second free throw upcoming now for Big John. Simmons will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming now for Kathy Macklin. And his second free throw is up and good as well. KD's still kind of holding his face and kind of messing with that right eye of his, which is where he was hit with the basketball when Jones threw it out of bounds off his face. Here's McMurray trying to turn the corner and get inside. McMurray will fade away. McMurray's fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Cameron. Cameron working on Kathy Macklin, has it knocked away, got it right back. Hits a cutting James. James will hang. James will put up the shot, and James will get it to go. I talked about offensive rebounding and how rebounding will be big in this one, and right there, an offensive rebound for the Sky Kings led to a good second chance opportunity, and they were able to convert. Munson with the top of the key for the Fire, goes over to Guy. Guy on the far side of the floor, works around a Kathy Macklin screen. Guy back up top for Munson. Munson thought about the three, now over to Guy with 5 on the shot clock. Chuck needs to do something with it. He'll pull up, he'll fire a long 2, and Chuck Guy knocks down the long 2. My goodness, what a tough shot by Guy, but he was able to knock it down. McMurray, far wing, guarded by Guy. These two going head-to-head. McMurray trying to drive inside, kicks it into the corner for Jones. Jones will fire a 3, and Jones' 3 is up and good. Guy bringing the ball up the floor. That's 3 threes now, I believe, for Jones. Fire lead is 3. Here's Artis from the wing. Ricky will try to drive near side. He's cut off, goes down low for Kathy Macklin. Kathy Macklin working inside. Kathy Macklin will hang, flip it up, and John Kathy Macklin with a nice bucket. He's played some good minutes here to start this game for the Fire as he now has 4. McMurray with it. McMurray almost had it poked away. Goes down low for Cameron. Cameron will lay it up, and Cameron will lay it in. Guy bringing the ball up the floor. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Munson with it. Munson will work baseline. Munson stops, goes down low for Moore, and KD is hit on the arm. That basket's no good, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Anthony Cameron called for the foul. That is his second, and that will bring us to the second media timeout with 1:39 to go here in this first quarter. Fire up by 3 here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
A lot of
fun. It's hip hop. It's
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox. A minute 39 to go here in the first quarter of play. And the Fire right now up by 3, 31-28 over the Wichita Sky Kings. If you're watching on TBL TV, you see the Potawatomi Fire Girls and Mo the Fire Wolf dancing right now. The Fire Girls in 2022 were named the TBL's Best Dance Team. In 2023, they were named the Central Conference Best Dance Team. And at least in my opinion, they are the best dance team in the Central Conference once again this season, at least out of the ones that we have seen so far. Getting back to action here with a minute 39 to go in this first quarter of play. Katie Moore will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Katie tonight has 9 points, but the leading scorer for the Fire, Chuck Guy, 10 points, 6 assists already for Chuck. Deshaun Munson, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Katie at the line shooting 2. First free throw for KD is up, and it is short. So that snaps his streak of, I believe, 12 consecutive free throws made. Second free throw upcoming now for Moore. And KD's second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. Rustin Hayward getting set to check in for the Fire at the next dead ball. Here is Sanders. Sanders goes over now to James on the far wing. James back out to McMurray at the top of the key. McMurray guarded by Artis. McMurray working on Artis, trying to dance around. McMurray trying to get inside. Artis staying with him. Kicks it out to James. James guarded by Munson. James kicks it out to Jones. He'll fire a 3, and Jones' 3 is good. The Fire bench asking for a travel, but no whistle, and that 3 is good, and it's now a 1-point Fire lead. Here's Kathy Macklin over to Guy. Guy dancing around, gets it to Moore, over to Artis, far side down low for Munson. Munson working on James. Munson double, but Munson breaks the double, throws it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound is tipped out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. So it will be Fire basketball. Katie Moore taking a seat. Rustin Hayward checking in for the Fire. Into the game for Wichita is Isaiah Poorbear Chandler. Inbound pass goes to Artis, over to Guy. Chuck will fire along 2. That one's no good. Rebound grab by James. Gets it out to McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray dancing around. Goes out to James. James couldn't handle it. Goes right back to McMurray though. McMurray still guarded by Guy. McMurray lost the handles. McMurray had it knocked away out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. So Chuck Guy forcing the turnover there. It will be Fire basketball. With 24.2 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Number 0, Brandon McQueen checks in for the Sky Kings. Artis inbounds, and he gets it in to Guy. The Fire can hold for virtually the final shot of the quarter. Only 0.2 of a difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Guy. Chuck working on McMurray. Guy trying to get inside. Chuck does. Chuck will lay it up. Score the basket. Chuck Guy and the foul. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Chuck's big first quarter continues. Foul, I believe, is on number 3, Jamal McMurray. That'll be his first. And Guy at the line shooting 1. Free throw by Chuck is up, and he's able to get him to fall. Inbound pass goes to McMurray. McMurray up the floor in a hurry. McMurray trying to get all as far as he can, puts up the floater at the buzzer, and that one is no good. That will do it for the first quarter. At the end of 1, the Fire lead by 4, 35-31. Don't go anywhere. When I come back, I'll have the second quarter for you. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
I'll take you dancing in the country, Levi's in the
the Fire Girls, brought to you by Make First and Make First Insurance. All right, thanks. Get your raffle tickets out. It's time for the giveaways. Sponsored by Chick-fil-A. 834-9300. 834-9300. If you have that ticket, bring the score.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
In 2005, Dr. Pepper sent 3 flavorists into a vault to perfect the impossible. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Today, they finally emerged.
We did it!
23 flavors with 0 sugar.
What took so long?
The zero you deserve is finally here.
I won't give up, no stopping me now. I'm climbing higher. I ain't coming down.
Coors Light is lagered, filtered, and packaged cold for peak refreshment. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
We get set to start the second quarter of play. The Fire right now up by 4, 35-31. Fire had a few guys with some big quarters there. Deshaun Munson, 8.6 rebounds, a couple of assists in that first quarter. Chuck Guy, 13.6 assists in that quarter. And then Katie Moore with 10 points for the Fire. As a team, the Fire shot 70% from the field. They were 14 of 20. What's kept the Sky Kings in this game is their three-point shooting. Wichita, 5 of 12 from deep here in this one. The Fire, though, doing a good job getting into the paint and attacking the paint. 22 points in the paint in that first quarter of play. They had 90 points in the paint in their first meeting. Here's Guy with it. Guy's going to work around a screen, gets to the top of the key. Chuck going over to Artis. Artis looking down low, gets it to Munson. Munson driving baseline, spins, goes up, and Munson gets it to go. Wichita's going to have to figure out something because Tyler James just cannot handle Munson. Gets it to Jones. Jones will step back, thought about the three, instead goes over to McQueen. McQueen top of the key. Hands off now for McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray just working on Guy, will pull up, fire a three, and McMurray rattles in the three. Again, some of these shooters, right now it's McMurray and Jones. You give them enough space, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but they'll bury some threes. Guy's floating it down low for Munson. Munson can't get the lay-in to go, got his own rebound, put it back up, and he can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 0, Brandon McQueen. It's the team's first of the quarter. Munson at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for Munson is up and good. Munson on the season, 55.3% from the free throw line. Second free throw upcoming now for Munson, and Munson can't get that one to go as he splits the 2 free throws. Rebound grab by Jones. Jones down the floor quickly to James. James will pull up, fire the jumper. That one's off the mark. Rebound fought for, grab by Hayward. Hayward out to Guy, and Chuck will bring it up the floor on the near side. Chuck working around a screen, dancing around. He'll be cut off, gets it over to Hayward. Hayward will now pull up. He'll fire a 3, and Rustin Hayward with the fireball. Hayward with the 3. The Fire lead by 7, 41-34. Here's McMurray. McMurray working around a screen. McMurray gets toward half court, has to dump it off to McQueen. McQueen will pull up. He'll fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grabbed. Nope, it went out of bounds, and it was last touched by Wichita, so it will stay with the Fire. Guy's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Fire. Katie Moore getting set to check back in for the Fire. Katie working around a screen. He'll float it down low to Artis. Ricky will go up, can't get it to go. Got his own rebound, puts it back up, and Ricky Artis able to get it to go. So Ricky with the lay-in, and the Fire lead up to 9. Largest lead of the game for the Fire. Here's McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray trying to see if he can go somewhere with it. Gets it to McQueen near side. McQueen will drive, flip it up over his head. No good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will be Wichita basketball. Deshaun Munson taking a seat as KD Moore checks in for the Fire. As actually, no, it will be Munson who will stay in the game. John Cathy Macklin will take a seat. So the Fire going with a little bit of small ball right here. Here's a guy with it. Chuck trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Artis. Up top for Moore. Katie, a pump fake. He'll drive inside. He'll lay it up, and Katie Moore lays it in. Katie Moore following up his 36-point effort already with another solid game here tonight as he now has 12. And with that, we have a timeout. Fire extending the lead to 11, 45-34. I'll take a timeout as well. 9:32 to go here in the second quarter. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fans, you can watch those Fire live streams on Vibe Broadband. Visit vibebroadband.com for more details on our ultimate Vibe gift package. It's $59.99 per month. Red House Brewing, the official in-house brewery at Grand Resort and Casino. Now 2 of their locally brewed beers are available right here at Fire Lake Arena.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
9300. 834-9300.
3 players for the Fire already in double figures as we are getting back to action here in the second quarter. 9:32 to go in this second quarter. Deshaun Munson with 11. Chuck Guy with 13. Katie Moore with 12. Munson 11 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of assists. Guy 13 points, 7 boards, and a steal. Katie, by the way, 12 points, 5 of 5 from the field tonight. Jones to inbound, and he gets it in to McQueen. Ja'Kai Simmons has checked into the game for the Fire as Deshaun Munson takes a seat. Here's McQueen driving inside. McQueen gets inside, lays it up, and McQueen lays it in. Here's Guy bringing it up the floor. Chuck goes over to Moore. KD on the far wing, working on Jones. Out to Simmons, and now over to Guy. 10 on the shot clock. Chuck floats it down low for Hayward. McQueen falls. Hayward down low for Artis. Artis blows the lay-in, and the rebound is grabbed by McQueen. McQueen gets it out to McMurray. McMurray able to find Jones. Jones up top for McQueen. McQueen back out to McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray, little stutter step, dancing around, will step back, fire a 3, and McMurray's 3 is good. Wow. There's just not a lot that Chuck can do right there. McMurray's hitting those step back 3s. There's just not really a way to defend that shot. Here's Guy on the far wing. Guy's going to work on McMurray, goes to Moore. KD will fire a straightaway 3, and KD's perfect night continues as he buries the fireball. McMurray, guarded by Guy. He'll pull up, he'll fire another 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Simmons. Simmons over to Guy. Guy on the near side of the floor. Floats it to Artis. Artis in the corner. He'll fire a 3. And Ricky Artis with the fireball. Fire lead extends out to 12 now, 51-39. Largest lead of the game. Here's McMurray trying to turn the corner on Guy. McMurray will stop at the free throw line, put up the jumper, and get it to fall. Guy bringing the ball up the floor, guarded by McMurray on the near wing. Guy trying to turn the corner on McMurray. Guy does, goes off the glass. Score the basket, Chuck Guy. Guy trying to take things over here. He now has 15. And here is McMurray. McMurray gets it to Jones. Jones will fire a long 3. That one way off the mark. Rebound grab by Moore. KD gets it over to Hayward. Hayward down low to KD Moore, and Moore couldn't handle the pass. Goes off his fingertips, out of bounds. It will be Wichita basketball. It was a good pass by Hayward. Maybe a little behind KD, but still one that you kind of expect KD to come down with, especially when you're right there at the basket for a lay-in. But still, Fire up by 12, 53-41. And it's McMurray with it, bringing it up the floor. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray's going to work around a screen, set by Poor Bear Chandler. Down low now, into the corner for James, excuse me. That shot's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball as Kaylin Gary, who's checked into the game, couldn't handle it. Guy bringing the ball up the floor. Chuck picked up by McMurray on the far wing. Guy will try to turn the corner. He's cut off. He'll pull up, fire the jumper. That one's off the mark. Got his own rebound, though, and gets it out to Moore. Katie guarded by Gary. Katie trying to get inside, and Katie lost it. Stolen by McQueen. McQueen going up with it. McQueen will lay it up, and McQueen will lay it in. Guy bringing the ball up the floor. 6:20 to go here in the quarter. Here's Simmons with it, far wing. Simmons with the jab step. He'll get inside. He'll go up with it. Has it knocked away. No whistle. And now we have a foul called on Guy. That foul on Chuck will be his first. And we will have a media timeout. Oh, no, we won't have a media timeout, excuse me, as we had a timeout taken by Wichita earlier in the quarter. 6:13 to go here in the second quarter. Fire lead by 10, 53-43. And they actually called Chuck for the take foul. And so McQueen will go to the line to shoot the technical free throw. Guy called for the foul. And so with the technical free throw by McQueen, he knocked it down, and it will be Wichita basketball still. Take fouls, they don't count as a technical foul against the player, but the offensive team gets a technical shot and keeps possession. Here is McQueen. McQueen has it knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by James. It will be Fire basketball. Artis inbounding and gets it into Guy. And Chuck will bring it up the floor. Chuck working around a screen. Goes over to Moore. KD will drive, and KD will attack and throw down the slam. Oh my, KD Moore skying for the jam. And the Fire up by 11, 55-44. Here's McMurray. McMurray doubled. Goes into James. James at the free throw line. He's doubled. Tries to shovel it down low. Pass deflected out of bounds, and it will be Wichita basketball. Myron McGowan checking in for the Fire. Trying to see who's sitting down. Somebody needs to sit down for the Fire. As Ricky Artis will take a seat for the Fire. Justin Jones back in for the Sky Kings. Fire going with a lineup that I don't know if we've seen yet this season, with McGowan, Simmons, Guy, Hayward, and Moore out there together. Here's McMurray. McMurray will pull up, fire a three from the corner. That one's off the mark. Rebound is knocked around and picked up by McQueen. Out to Jones. Jones will stop, back over to McQueen. He'll fire a straightaway three, and that three is good. Guy bringing the ball down the floor. Chuck on the far side, guarded by McMurray. He'll work around a screen set by McGowan. Guy to McGowan. McGowan will fire a long two, and that one's in and out. Rebound grabbed by Goff. Robert Goff, 6'9", 245 with some size in there for the Sky Kings. McMurray comes up with it. McMurray got away with the travel. Wow, that was a travel, and McMurray got away with it. Here's Guy with it. Guy will pull up. Guy will fire a three, and Chuck with the three. So Guy with the fireball, and the Fire lead is 9, 58-49, 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. Here's McMurray. McMurray guarded by Guy. McMurray trying to work around Chuck. McMurray will pull up, fire another long two. My goodness, McMurray just burying shots. That's 16 now for McMurray. Guy going right back at McMurray, over to Moore, back over to Guy. Chuck will fire a three, and Chuck's three is no good. Rebound is tipped and grabbed by Jones. Jones bringing it up the floor. Jones guarded by McGowan. He'll pull up, fire a three, and Jones' three is good. Sky Kings, when they get hot, they get really hot, and they are right now from three. Guy bringing it up the floor, gets it to Simmons. Over to Moore on the far side. Moore guarded by Gary. KD try to drive baseline. He'll float it up. That one's too strong, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Gary, and now out to McMurray. McMurray trying to bring it up the floor. McMurray across half court, and that was almost a backcourt violation. But here's McMurray, guarded by Moore. McMurray will step back. He'll fire a three. McMurray's three is short, out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. Deshaun Munson back into the game for the Fire. Rustin Hayward will take a seat. Fire lead 58-54 with 3:13 to go here in this second quarter. Sean Sanders back into the game as well, as Jamal McMurray will take a seat for the first time. Guy bringing the ball down the floor. Gets to Munson on the far side. He hands off to Moore. Back over to Guy. Down low. Trying to go down low for Munson. It is stolen, though, by Jones. Jones' pass is deflected. KD Moore comes up with it. Over to Guy. And now to Munson, I should say, and now to Guy. Guy, far side, is fouled. That foul will be on Brandon McQueen. That'll be the second foul on McQueen. And now we have a media timeout with 2:51 to go here in this second quarter of play. The Fire lead is 4, 58-54 the score, with 2:51 to go in the second. I'm going to take a timeout as well. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, Fire fans, it's time for the Fire Fan Camp. Brought to you again this year by Jennifer Stevenson of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Benchmark Realty. Oh, and that song hits. You know the drill. If you're on screen, let's see your best move.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox with 2:51 to go here in this first half of play. The Potawatomi Fire up by 4 right now, 58-54. The Fire have led by as many as 12. They led 51-39, but the Sky Kings have gone on a little bit of a run here to cut the lead back to 4, and it's a lot because of their three-point shooting. The Fire, they're shooting really well. They're hitting 62.2% of their shots. They're 6 of 9 from 3, but the Sky Kings, they've attempted 22 threes. They are 9 of 22 from 3. They are going to live by the 3 and die by the 3, and right now they are living by it, and it is working for them, keeping them in this game. Getting back to action here, if you're watching on TBL TV, you can see the YMCA going on here inside Fire Lake Arena. On the floor for the Fire out of the timeout, it's the same 5 of Munson, McGowan, Simmons, Guy, and Moore. For the Sky Kings, it's McQueen, Sanders, Gary, Jones, and Goff. Here's Guy with it. Chuck goes up top for McGowan. He'll fire a 3, and Myron's 3 is off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by Munson. Munson attacking, can't get it to go, flips it back up, and he's able to get that one to fall. So Munson with a pair of offensive boards on that possession, and finally got one of the putbacks to go, and extends the Fire lead back out to 6, 60-54. Here's Gary with it, gets it to McQueen. McQueen will fire a 3, and McQueen's 3 is good. Simmons inbounds to Munson. Munson bringing it up the floor. Munson guarded by Sanders, gets it over to Guy. Guy trapped in the far corner. And now he gets a little bit of separation. And we'll work on McQueen. Guy will stop at the elbow. He'll flip it up. A tough shot, no good. But Guy tries to tip it back in, couldn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Goff. Goff out to McQueen. McQueen quickly down the floor, gets it over to Jones. Jones will fire a 3. That one's short. Rebound is tipped, and it will be a foul here on Sean Sanders. So Sean Sanders called for the foul for Wichita. That is his first. It's the first in the last 2 minutes as well, so that means one more, and we will have free throws for the Fire. Ricky Artis getting set to check in for the Fire, if he can get his warm-up pants off. And he does. And now Ricky will check in.
Ricky Artis the second.
And I think Chuck Guy is going to be the one taking a break. And he is. Rarely do you see Chuck sit down in the first half, but he's sitting down now with Artis in there and Munson running the point. Going over to Moore. Moore on the near side. Guarded by Gary. KD will try to get inside. Kicks it back out to Munson. Over to McGowan. McGowan lost it. And it's stolen by Sanders. Sanders trying to push. Sanders, top of the key, gets it to McQueen, who's guarded by Simmons. Sanders working around a screen, trying to work on Simmons. Will pull up from the elbow, put up the jumper, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. Fire lead is 3, 60-57. McMurray back into the game. Tyler James also back in for the Sky Kings. So it's McMurray, James, Jones, Sanders, and Goff for the Fire. Munson, McGowan, Artis, Moore, and Simmons. Here's Munson with it. He's picked up by James at the top of the key. Goes over to McGowan. McGowan, a little jab step. He'll get inside. He'll float it up, and Myron's floater is short. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Wichita basketball. Galen Gary back into the game in a hurry for the Sky Kings as Goff sits down. So the Sky Kings trying to match that small ball lineup for the Fire. Here's McMurray, and that's going to be a carry on McMurray. And it will be a violation and a turnover, as it will be Fire basketball with 51.3 seconds remaining. So 51.3 seconds remaining. Fire lead is 3, 60-57. They've led in this half by as many as 12. Munson with it, trying to get it to Simmons. Simmons does get it. Simmons goes inside, and Simmons had it knocked down. He should be shooting 2 anyway, so it doesn't matter. As that foul will be on number 22, Sean Sanders. His second. Fire in the bonus. As Ja'Kai Simmons will go to the line to shoot 2. Ja'Kai, who's a really good shooter, struggling from the free throw line this season. Now, he hasn't been there a ton, just 8 attempts coming into tonight's game. First free throw for Ja'Kai is up, and that one's good. Ja'Kai's hitting almost 37% of his threes, but just 2 of 8, now I guess 3 of 9 from the free throw line. Second free throw for Simmons up and in as well. So he gets those to go. And Ja'Kai with his first 2 of the night. He has done other things as well, though, as he has a couple of rebounds, 3 assists. Here's McMurray, guarded by Artis. McMurray trying to get inside, kicks it into the corner for James. He'll fire a 3, that one's short. Rebound grab by Artis, over to Simmons. Simmons looking to attack. Simmons will just take it all the way himself. He'll go up, and Ja'Kai Simmons with a great fast break by himself right there. And now Gary gets around McGowan, gets it over now to James at the free throw line. James spinning. James will fade away, and that one's no good, but we have a foul here on the Fire. As Munson will be called for the foul. That is his first. With 15.8 seconds to go, that will send Tyler James to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Tyler James shooting 2.
This is James' first game for the Sky Kings. No stats for James so far this season, but he does knock that one down. Second free throw upcoming now for James. And James' second free throw is good. Munson looking to push. Gets it across half court with 10 seconds to go. Over to McGowan. McGowan will fire a 3, and Myron's 3 is off the mark. That 3 came a little too soon. And now there's a steal by Artis. Artis will fire a half-court shot, and he hits the camera. And that will do it for the first half. At the end of the first half, the Fire lead by 5. 64-59 is the score. I should be joined here by Fire assistant coach Manny Toney here very shortly. As again, the Fire right now lead 64-59 with halftime now here. I am joined now by Fire assistant coach Manny Toney. And Manny, the Fire right now up by 5. 64-59 is the score. It's been a lot of offense here in this game so far for both teams.
It's exactly what I was going to get to. You know how I am. I like defense. I just feel like we need to string some stops together in a row.
Yeah, you talk about how you like defense, and just watching the game, defense hasn't been bad. You've been in good position to have hands up in faces and stop shots. That they're just knocking down tough shots.
Yeah, I just think we need to look at some different matchup situations, put some length on some players. Like number 3 is playing really well for their team. We need to put somebody longer on him so that way he can have a more contested shot.
You did go with a different lineup with McGowan and Simmons both on the floor together, one playing the 5, one playing the 4, kind of interchangeable right there. What are you looking for with some of those different matchups tonight?
We're just trying to find a way to get into transition and just kind of see what sticks right now defensively.
Second half, what adjustments do you want to see the Fire make? Offensively, I mean, 64 points, you're kind of rolling there.
On the defensive side of the ball, we just need to go ahead and get some stops. That way we can run and open up our offensive transition more.
All right, Manny, thank you.
Appreciate you.
That was Manny Toney joining us for just a couple of minutes. As again, the Fire right now up by 5, 64-59 is the score. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have some halftime stats and analysis for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. The Potawatomi Fire right now up at the half by a score of 64-59. It's been a really good first half of play for the Fire, especially on the offensive end. We'll get some of those specific numbers here in just a little bit, but the Fire right now playing outstanding basketball on the offensive end, really just attacking the rim, doing a good job getting to the paint, doing a good job taking open looks when they have them from 3. The tricky thing for this game has just been the defensive side of the ball for the Fire, and it's not that they haven't been giving good effort or playing good defense. Wichita just isn't missing their shots right now, as, I mean, the Sky Kings are just firing 3 after 3 after 3, and it's the threes that are keeping them in this game, and it's what's keeping it a 5-point lead. If the Sky Kings, who come into this game averaging just over 30 or almost 31% from the 3, if they get back to that average here in this game, then the Fire would be running away from it. But right now, the Sky Kings well above their average from behind the 3-point line. So doing a great job are the Sky Kings knocking down tough shots. Again, the Fire, they're playing good defense. They're in good position for these on the defensive end and to try to get these stops. It's just that the Sky Kings aren't missing. And frankly, sometimes there's just not a lot you can do. You just got to kind of have to shake your head and just say, okay, you got me there. And I think that's what the Fire are doing right now. But the thing for the Fire is that they just can't get discouraged by that when they see shot after shot after shot go in, even when they're in good position. But again, the Fire are up by 5 right now. 64-59 is the score. I'm going to go ahead and take a timeout. When I come back, I will have some of those halftime numbers for you, along with some more analysis. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena. I'm Chris Cox as we get into the halftime ceremonies here inside Fire Lake Arena. The Fire right now up by 5, 64-59 over the Wichita Sky Kings. And it's really been a kind of, I guess you would say, a mixed bag for the Fire. A lot of good, but unfortunately just some things that haven't gone right for the Fire as the Fire right now, like I said, lead by 5, 64-59. Let's go ahead and take a look at those halftime stats for you. First off, we'll look at the Wichita Sky Kings numbers. They're shooting 52.3% from the field. They're 23 of 44. They're 10 of 25 from 3. That's what's kept them in this game, is the three-point shooting. 10 of 25, 40% from behind the three-point line, and then they're a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 16 rebounds, including 3 on the offensive end for Wichita, and that has led to 7 second chance points, 9 assists, 4 steals, 2 block shots, 7 turnovers for Wichita. Those 7 turnovers, by the way, have turned into 11 Potawatomi Fire points. Individually for the Sky Kings, 3 guys in double figures. Brandon McQueen, 11 points off the bench, along with 3 rebounds and a steal. Justin Jones, 4 points to go along with 5 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And Jamal McMurray with 18 points tonight to go along with 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Looking at the Fire numbers now, the Fire 55.6% from the field. They're 25 of 45 shooting. They are 6 of 11 from 3. That's 54.5%. And they are 8 of 10 from the free throw line. That's 80%. 25 rebounds for the Fire, including 8 on the offensive end. That's led to 7 second chance points. They have 19 assists due to the Fire, and on those 25 made baskets, so really good job sharing the basketball there for the Fire. 3 steals, no blocks for the Fire, 7 turnovers, which have led to just 5 Wichita Sky Kings points. Looking at the individual numbers now, 3 players in double figures for the Fire. Deshaun Munson, 13 points, 9 boards, a couple of assists. Chuck Guy with a double-double already, 18 points, 10 assists, and 2 rebounds. And then Katie Moore, 17 points tonight to go along with 1 rebound for the Fire. Other scorers for the Fire include Ja'Kai Simmons and John Cathy Macklin with 4, and Ricky Artis II with 5. So again, at the half right now, the Fire up 64-59. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll tell you what the Fire need to do as they try to hold on to this 5-point lead and even extend it out a bit more and hold on for the victory. I'm going to take a timeout. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it, scream from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose, everybody we rollin'. Everybody we rollin'. With some light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. In this white man world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cool world, I see you in the morning. I see you in the morning. This is way too much, I need a moment. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. Till then, that the world's ours.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We got about 5 minutes remaining here in halftime, but the Fire right now holding on to a 5-point lead. As again, the offense has been there for the Fire. 55.6% shooting from the field, 54.5% from three, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. The Fire put up 64 points in that first half. That's a great number. But for the Sky Kings, their offense has been there too. I mean, they've shot the ball incredibly well, hitting over 52% of their shots. They're 10 of 25 from three. It's 40%, so a lower percentage than the Fire, but they've made 4 more three-pointers as they are just burying 3 after 3 after 3 on the Fire. And then the Sky Kings also 3 of 3 from the free throw line. In the second half, it's going to have to be, as Manny Tony was talking about during our little halftime interview, it's going to have to start on the defensive end. The effort needs to be there on the defensive end for the Fire. It was there, and that's not to say the effort wasn't there. It certainly was there in that first half. They've just got to close out maybe a split second quicker because these Wichita shooters don't need a lot of space, and they have quick releases that they're able to knock down shots if you give them just a little bit of room. And so the Sky Kings have taken advantage of the Fire being maybe just a split second too late. So Fire need to do a better job closing out on defense. That's going to be the first thing. Also defensively, they rebounded a little bit better on the defensive end. I think that would be good. The Sky Kings had just 3 offensive rebounds, but they've converted on those 3 offensive rebounds with 7 second chance points. So the Fire need to do a little bit better also on the defensive glass, along with closing out on shooters quicker. If they can do a better job in those 2 places, then I think you'll start to see the Sky Kings numbers come down just a bit, those offensive numbers come down just a bit, because offensively, they don't need to change anything. They scored 64 points. They made 25 shots, had 19 assists, 8 offensive rebounds, 7 turnovers. Maybe you want to see those numbers come down just a bit, but even so, that's not a terrible number to have. And so, I mean, again, the Fire offensively, they're doing what they need to do. Defensively, it's just they need to clean it up just a little bit here in this second half. I'm going to take one final break. When I come back, I will have the start of the second half for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, there's a reason everybody's shaking in the house tonight. And you should grab your favorite lady and promise her you'll do it right. Tell back, Jack, to jump back and give you a shot of some moves, so you can party too.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox as we get set to start the second half of play. It will be the starting five on the floor for the Sky Kings. So that's Justin Jones, Jamal McMurray, Tyler James, Sean Sanders, and Anthony Cameron. For the Fire, one change, which we'll get to in just a second. The Fire now going right to left this half with the Sky Kings going left to right. Here's Guy. He'll take it, get to the elbow, pull up, put up the jumper. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, and Munson couldn't track it down as it went out of bounds, and it will be Sky Kings basketball. Good hustle by Munson there, just couldn't quite come up with it as he was fighting with Justin Jones with that. Here is Jones bringing it up the floor. Jones on the far side, guarded by Guy. Jones with the height advantage over Guy. Gets it out to McMurray. McMurray had it poked away. And a foul here on Ricky Artis II. I don't think the Fire bench really agrees with that. I don't even know if Ricky agrees with that, but you're not going to get much of an argument from Ricky there. Ricky, as you do here, is in the starting lineup this half for the Fire. Munson comes up with a steal as he knocks it away from Cameron. It's Guy, Munson, Moore, Simmons, and Artis. Here is Munson. Munson's going to attack. Munson goes right inside. Munson will lay it up, and Deshaun Munson lays it in. Just too skilled driving to the basket is Munson. Here's McMurray with Artis guarding him in the backcourt. McMurray, top of the key. Goes over to James. James on the near side gets to the free throw line, goes out to Sanders. Sanders working around a screen. Sanders will fire a three now. Sanders' three is off the mark. Rebound grab by Cameron. Cameron will go up with it. Cameron has it blocked by Simmons, but he got it back again, and that shot's no good. Rebound finally grabbed by Munson. Gets it out to Moore, and KD will go up, and KD throws down the jam. Munson with the assist, and the Fire up now by 9, 68-59 the score. Here's McMurray, top of the key, guarded by Artis. McMurray trying to drive inside, kicks it into the corner for Cameron, over to Sanders. Sanders trying to work inside. Sanders will flip it up. Just a wild shot over the head of Sanders, but he somehow was able to get it to go. Guy bringing the ball up the floor. Chuck on the near side, guarded by Sanders. Chuck trying to turn the corner. He's cut off, gets it back, gets it over now to Munson. Munson looking to attack. Munson will get inside, flip it up, can't get it to go, but Munson will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 33, Anthony Cameron. That is his third, team's first. Cameron, the only guy in this game in any sort of foul trouble. Sean Sanders does have a couple of fouls, but he's not really in foul trouble. It's Cameron right now who has those 3. Munson at the line shooting 2. He's 1 of 2 tonight. First free throw for Munson is no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Munson. And Munson's second free throw is up, and that one rolls around and does not fall. Jones picks it up. Jones guarded by Guy. Jones working on Chuck. Jones will pull up. Gets it out to McMurray. McMurray on the near wing, guarded by Artis. McMurray trying to work inside. McMurray spinning. McMurray does get inside, flips it up, and flips it in. McMurray's just a really skilled player. He's had some nice moves, and I mean, there's a reason he went to Southern Methodist University. They play good basketball down there in Dallas. There's a reason he went there. Here's Guy. Guy driving inside. Guy goes up, can't get it to go, but he will be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 10, Tyler James. His first, team's second, and that'll send Chuck to the line to shoot 2 shots. Chuck on the season, the leading free throw shooter for the Fire at 84.9%. First free throw for Chuck is up, and he knocks it down. Second free throw upcoming now for Guy. And Chuck's second free throw is good as well. So he makes both, and the Fire extend their lead out to 7. 70-63, 9:27 to go here in the third. Here is McMurray, guarded by Artis. McMurray trying to get inside. McMurray does. Flips it up high off the glass. No good. Rebound grab by Munson. There's a double-double for Munson. Over to Moore. KD will flip it up. KD can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 22, Sean Sanders. That's now his third. So after saying he wasn't in foul trouble, he now all of a sudden is in foul trouble with 3, along with Cameron, who has 3. And KD will go to the line to shoot 2.
KD will at the line, shoot
Katie Moore, by the way, after last weekend's game, has taken over, or games, I should say, as his first free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. He's taken over the team lead in scoring at 23.3 points per game, or 23.1 points per game. He has 19 tonight to lead the Fire. Second free throw by Katie is up. That one no good as well. Rebound grab by Jones. Fire were 8 of 10 from the free throw line in the first half. They are 0 of 4 here in the second half. Free throws could be key if this game stays tight. Here's Jones, far wing for the Sky Kings. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders will put up the three. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Artis. By the way, that last rebound by Munson, he now has 12. Here's Guy with it. Chuck working around a screen. Gets to the elbow, gets it to Munson at the free throw line. Munson spins, hangs, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound grab by Cameron. Out now to McMurray. McMurray will pull up, he'll fire a three, and McMurray's three is good. 3-point shooting, keeping the Sky Kings in this game. 70-66 the score. Here's Guy with it. Chuck will work around a screen. Chuck will pull up, fire a long two, and Chuck's two is off the mark. Rebound grab by Jones. Jones has it knocked away. It's stolen by Artis. Artis will take it, and Artis throws down the reverse jam. So Ricky with the reverse off the steal, and the Fire back up by 6, 72-66. Here's McMurray. McMurray working around a screen, gets to the near wing. He's guarded by Moore. McMurray will pull up, and that's blocked by KD. Out to Munson. Back to KD, and KD will go up, and KD throws down the slam. And a timeout taken by Wichita as the Fire throwing down a pair of jams to extend the lead out to 8. 74-66 with 7:50 to go here in the third quarter. I'll take a timeout as well. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, fans, welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. 7:50 to go here in the third quarter of play, and the Fire lead by 8. 74-66 is the score. The Fire just had a nice little 2 possessions as Ricky Artis got a big slam off of a steal, and then Katie Moore on the very next possession gets a block, and then that led to an easy jam for him as the Fire turning defense into offense once again. Here's McMurray with it, bringing it down the floor. McMurray, guarded by Artis. Top of the key, goes over to Sanders. Sanders guarded by Simmons. Sanders trying to work around Simmons. Hands off to number 2, that's Jones, and Jones will be called for the offensive foul as Katie Moore had his feet set and drew the charge. Second foul there on Jones. It will be Chuck Guy bringing the ball up the floor for the Fire. Chuck working around a screen, gets over to the far wing now. Chuck trying to direct traffic a little bit more. Gets it up top for Simmons, 10 on the shot clock. Simmons going over to the near wing, floats it to Artis. Artis will go up, and Ricky Artis lays it up and in. Ja'Kai Simmons with the assist. A beautiful pass there by Simmons. Here's McMurray bringing it up the floor. McMurray trying to work around a screen. And he'll pull up, fire a long 3. That one's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Sanders. Sanders guarded by Guy. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it over now to James. James with 5. Gets it to McMurray. McMurray will fire a 3. McMurray's 3 is good. That was a good set there by the Sky Kings as they made Artis work around a couple of screens, and Artis just couldn't keep up with McMurray. Here's Guy with it on the near wing. Chuck goes over to Munson. Munson top of the key now. Guarded by Goff. Munson will try to get inside. Munson just kind of throws Goff off of him. Had it knocked away. Got it right back. Put it back up. No good. Sanders comes up with the rebound. Had it poked away. Recollected. And now gets it out to McMurray. McMurray just across half court. Gets it to Jones. Jones in the corner now for Goff. He'll fire the corner 3. That one's in and out. No good. Rebound grab by Simmons. Simmons up the floor quickly to Moore. And Moore finds Chuck Guy. And Chuck Guy gets the basket to go. KD with the assist, and the Fire's lead is 9. Here's Sanders. Sanders will fire a 3. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson now with 13, and the alley-oop was no good. And we have a charge here on McMurray. Oh, no, we're going to have a block called on McMurray. It looked like McMurray extended that arm out, but they're going to say Artis was moving his feet and wasn't in position, and so it'll be a block. It looked like McMurray extended the arm out, at least from my vantage point. I thought that would have been a charge, but it's not. And now they inbound, and now they're going to redo it. And now McMurray gets it in the backcourt with 5:30 to go here in this third quarter. Fire lead is 9, 78-69. Here's McMurray. McMurray will drive. McMurray will float it up. Can't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Over to Sanders, who's open. He'll fire a 3. That one's too strong. Rebound grab by Munson. Out to Guy. Chuck on the far side will pull up. He'll fire a 3. Guy's 3 is too strong. Rebound, though, grabbed by Simmons. Simmons will step back. He'll fire a 3, and Jakai's 3 is no good. Guy hits the deck. No whistle as Jones comes up with it. Jones to McMurray. McMurray bringing it up the floor. McMurray trying to circle around. McMurray gets inside, and McMurray will flip it up and can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Deshaun Munson called for the foul. That is his second. That's the 3rd team foul on the Fire.
Jamal McMurray at the line, shooting 2.
Jamal McMurray at the line, shooting 2. Free throws up and in. Brandon McQueen into the game for the Sky Kings. Second free throw for McQueen is up, and that one is good as well. Guy bringing the ball up the floor for the Fire. Guy's going to work around a screen. Gets it over to Moore. KD, a nice little pump fake. KD gets to the free throw line, shovels over to Artis. He'll fire the straightaway 3. That one's off the mark. Simmons tips the rebound to Moore, who saves it, and Moore flips it up. And Jones knocks it away, and he tips it well into the backcourt, and it will be Fire basketball. Looks like they're going to have 17 on the shot clock. So 17 on the shot clock. Guy across half court, now 10 on the shot clock. Here is Chuck looking to attack, gets it to Munson in the corner. Munson tried to drive baseline, and Munson is fouled. That foul will be on the floor.
Foul number 24,
Robert Goff called for the foul. That's his first. Team's 4th. And that will reset the shot clock to 14. KD inbounds, gets it into Guy. Back down to Munson. Munson guarded by Goff. Munson attacking. Munson getting inside. Munson puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, but Munson's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As Goff called for his second. And that will also, with 4:13 to go here in the third, put the Fire in the bonus. First free throw for Munson is up, and that one is in and out, no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Munson. And Munson's second free throw is good. So Munson splits the 2 free throws. Here is McMurray. He'll fire another 3. McMurray's 3 is good. My goodness. 31 now for McMurray. Single-handedly keeping the Sky Kings in this game. Fire lead is 5, 79-74. KD with it, top of the key. KD trying to attack. KD gets inside, flips it up, can't get it to go. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. And now I think they might talk about this, see if it's going to be a goaltend. They're going to talk about it, and they might score this basket. Nope, they won't. It'll be a foul on number 3, Jamal McMurray. That is his 3rd. And KD at the line shooting 2. First free throw for KD is up and in. Second free throw upcoming now, 4 more. And KD's second free throw is good as well. McMurray with it, bringing it up the floor. McMurray working around a screen. McMurray has it poked away, and we have a foul here on Munson. Foul on Munson will be his 3rd. That's the team's 4th, so 1 more, and the Sky Kings will be in the bonus. McQueen to inbound, and he gets it in to McMurray. McMurray guarded by Artis. 10 on the shot clock. McMurray now doubled. Has to float it to McQueen. 5 on the shot clock. McQueen driving. McQueen gets it out to Jones. He'll fire a 3. That one's no good. And a loose ball foul called on the Fire. Foul will be on the floor, and I believe they're going to get Deshaun Munson for it. That's 4 now on Munson. Sky Kings in the bonus for the rest of this quarter as Goff will go to the line. Goff playing his first game for the Sky Kings, so no stats for him coming into this one. First free throw for Goff, no good. Second free throw upcoming for Goff, 6'9", 245. And like most big guys, just not a great free throw shooter. Goff's free throw is up, and that one's off the back of the rim. Rebound grab by Artis. So Ricky, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists now. Here's Guy with it. Gets it up top for Munson. Munson, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists. Here's Munson. Munson attacking. Munson will get inside. Lost it. Had it knocked away. Ball still tipped around and grabbed by Goff. Goff to Jones. Goes over to McQueen. He'll fire a 3. McQueen's 3 is no good. Rebound is tipped. Grabbed by Artis to Munson. To KD Moore for the big jam. The Fire again using those quick transitions to score some easy baskets, as Munson now has 5 assists. Here's McQueen with it. Actually, excuse me, that's McMurray. McMurray gets it to Goff into the corner now for Jones. He'll fire a 3, and Jones' 3 is good. Fire lead is 6, 83-77, 2:25 to go here in the 3rd. Munson with it. Munson, he's going to shoot a 3. He'll put up the 3 in the corner, and Deshaun Munson knocks it down. You know what? If they're going to leave him that wide open, he needs to take those shots, and he knocked it down right there. Here's McMurray, near wing.
2 minutes left.
Goes over to Jones. Jones will fire a 3. Jones' 3 is off the back of the rim. Rebound is grabbed by Goff. Goff will go up, and Goff's lay-in is up and in. Guy was looking for a foul. No foul, though. Here's Munson. Munson will attack baseline now, and Munson will lay it up, and Deshaun Munson lays it in. Fire back up by 9, 88-79. They've led by as many as 12. They've never really been able to extend the lead way out, but they've also never really let Wichita get right back in it. Here's Goff. Goff's pass deflected, but it goes right back to him, and he lays it up and lays it in. Guy with it. Guy quickly back down the floor for the Fire on the near side. Chuck guarded by McQueen on the near wing. Chuck's just going to take it all the way himself. He'll put it up. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. And we will have a media timeout as that foul is on number 0, Brandon McQueen. That's his third. We will take a timeout as well. 1:08 to go here in this third quarter of play. The Fire right now up by 7, 88-81. When we come back, it'll be Chuck Guy at the free throw line shooting 2 free throws. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Greetings from Vive Country, your new crazy fast neighbor, now in 16 states. We're thrilled to be your home and business internet, phone, and TV provider. From cutting-edge technology to excuse-free customer service, we're committed to our local communities. We've been working non-stop upgrading and enhancing our fiber-based network that delivers speeds up to 5 gig internet. We believe in faster speeds, community involvement, and 100% customer satisfaction. Join Vive Country today at vivebroadband.com.
I've got that blue sky, I've got that sunshine.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. Fire up by 7, 88-81. The Fire come into this game 8-0 on the year. They are the lone remaining undefeated team in TBL, with the Raleigh Firebirds losing last week or earlier this week. But the Raleigh Firebirds lost, so that means the Fire, the lone remaining undefeated team. And right now they're taking on a Wichita Sky Kings team, and they're in a bit of a fight. The Sky Kings right now giving the Fire all they can handle, thanks in large part to just their three-point shooting. The Sky Kings not shooting a ridiculous percentage from three, 35.9%. I mean, that's a good number. That's a pretty decent number, but it's just the volume that they're shooting. They've taken 39 threes in this game. That's more than half of their attempts have been from three, and they made 14 of them. Jalen Mahone into the game for the first time tonight for the Fire, as Deshaun Munson will take a seat. So the Fire again playing with some lineups here as Rustin Hayward also checks into the game. It's Hayward, Artis, Mahone, Moore, and Guy. Chuck at the line, shooting 2 shots. First free throw for Chuck is up, and he knocks it down. Second free throw upcoming now for Guy. And Chuck's second free throw is up and in as well. 5 of 5 from the free throw line for Chuck tonight. 22 points, 12 assists, 3 rebounds for Chuck. Also has a couple of steals. Here's Sanders. Sanders dancing around, guarded by Mahone. Sanders into the corner. Near side for James, knocked away by Hayward and stolen by Moore. Out to Guy. Chuck will slow it down just a bit now as he gets it into the corner for Mahone. He'll fire a 3, and Jalen Mahone, the rookie, with the fireball. Fire back up by 12, largest lead of the game, 93-81. Here is McQueen. McQueen working around a screen. McQueen almost went backcourt. And now McQueen will pull up, fire along 2. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by James. James had it knocked away, but it goes right to Sanders. Sanders flips it up, and Sanders is able to flip it in. 29.6 seconds to go here in the third. Guy with it. Guy trying to just take it all the way himself. He'll kick it over to Hayward. Hayward then throws it away as it's stolen by McMurray. McMurray lost it to Artis, to Guy, and Chuck will go up, and Chuck will lay it up. Can't get it to go. Artis can't get it either, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots as Ricky got hit on the putback attempt. Foul is on number 21, Kalen Gary. That is his first. And that will send Ricky Artis the second to the line to shoot 2 shots. And Ricky Artis at the line shooting 2. Ricky comes into this game on the season shooting 73.3% from the free throw line. First free throw for Ricky is up, and that's off the front of the rim, no good. Fire free throw woes have kind of crept up here in the second half. Second free throw upcoming now for Artis. Artis' free throw is up, and that one's in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jones. Jones gets it over to Gary. And Gary will drive inside. Gary will go up, and Gary will lay it up and in with 1.7 to go. Here's Mahone. Mahone to Hayward. And Hayward does not get the shot off in time. It will not count. And that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, Fire right now up by 10. 93-83 the score. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls. Let's hear it for the Fire Girls, brought to you by Make First and Make First Insurance. Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Bison Federal Credit Union. If you live, work, worship, attend school, or own a business in Potawatomi County, you can become a member of Bison Federal Credit Union. Visit bisonfcu.com tonight. All right, it's last call. Alcohol and concession sales are about to close. Grab something to eat or drink now. As we head into the fourth quarter, merchandise sales remain open after the game. Get those tickets out for more giveaways, courtesy of tonight's sponsor, Chick-fil-A. 834-9145. 834-9145.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. Fire up right now by 8, 93-85. I'm Chris Cox. The Fire have extended the lead out to as much as 12, but they just haven't really been able to kind of deliver that knockout punch to Wichita that you're so used to seeing the Fire deliver once they start to really build that lead out. Got to give Wichita a lot of credit. They've knocked down a lot of threes. Also, partly with that, in that third quarter, the Fire struggled from the free throw line. They were 8 of 10 in the first half, 7 of 14 in that third quarter alone. Here's McMurray dancing around near wing. He'll fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Hayward. Hayward lost it again, keeps it alive, and now Moore comes up with it. Over to Guy. Chuck with it on the far side, guarded by McQueen. Chuck will back out. Circle around over to Moore, who hands off to Mahone. Now to Guy. Guy on the near wing. Guy hits a cutting Hayward. Hayward trying to work baseline. Hayward will go up. Hayward lost it. Fighting for it. Got it back. And we have a foul, as they're going to call that foul on the floor. Foul is on number 10, Tyler James. His second. In terms of fouls, McQueen, McMurray, Cameron each have 3, and Sanders has 3 for Wichita. For the Fire, Munson has 4, and that's really it. Inbound pass goes to Moore. KD trying to work in the paint. KD lost it, and KD is fouled. That foul will be on number 21, Kalen Gary. That's his second. Anthony Cameron into the game for the Fire, as James checks in. Guy to inbound. Gets it in quickly to Artis, who will hand right back off to Guy. Guy on the near wing. Guy working around a screen. Gets it to Mahone. Now to Moore. Moore, far side, will drive inside. He'll lay it up, and KD Moore lays it up and in. 27 now for KD. McQueen, near wing, guarded by Guy. McQueen will stop and go down low for Cameron. Cameron working on Moore. Cameron has that pass deflected, but McQueen comes up with it. McQueen will hang, put up the shot, no good. Rebound grab by Hayward, out to Guy. Chuck trying to push. Chuck almost lost his footing, gets it over to Hayward on the near wing. Hayward had it poked away from behind, and Hayward still fighting for it. Ball on the ground, and we have a jump ball, as I believe it'll be Hayward and Jones jumping it up at the free throw line. So Hayward and Jones to jump it up. Jones with a couple of inches height advantage over Hayward. Jones listed at 6'7", Hayward listed at 6'5". Getting everybody situated here. Hayward and Jones going up for the tip, and the tip is won by the Fire, and it's Moore who comes up with it, and KD puts up the little mid-range jumper, and KD knocks it down. That's now back-to-back 30-point games for, or actually not quite back-to-back 30-point games, as he now has 29 and the Fire lead 97-85. Back to that 12-point lead, largest lead of the game. McQueen with it, top of the key, goes over far side for Jones. Poked away, last touch by Hayward, and it will be Fire basketball. Or excuse me, it'll be Wichita basketball. Jones to inbound. Long inbound pass gets to McMurray. McMurray will get to the free throw line. He'll pull up, fire a long two off the mark. Rebound grab by Artis. That rebound by Ricky was his 6th. Here's Chuck bringing it down the floor. Chuck trying to attack. Chuck will go up, lay it up, and Chuck Guy lays it in. 26 now for Chuck, and he's 21 points away from 2,000 career TBL points. Here's McMurray. McMurray trying to drive. McMurray has it knocked away. Gets it right back and goes out to McQueen. McQueen near wing, guarded by Guy. McQueen trying to get inside. McQueen lost it. Has it stolen by Mahone. Out to Hayward. Hayward, though, has it poked away by McQueen. And McQueen will take it all the way himself. McQueen goes up, and it's swatted away by Hayward. A big block by Hayward out of bounds. It will be Wichita basketball with the Fire leading by 14, 99-85. Hayward had it poked away, but he stuck with it and was able to get the block. Inbound pass goes to Cameron. Cameron trying to bully his way down low. Cameron flips it up, and Cameron flips it in. Cameron listed at 6'8", 276. As strong as KD Moore is, he's just too big, too physical for KD. Here's Guy, cross court for Mahone. Mahone will step up, fire a three. Jalen's three is no good. Rebound grab by McQueen. McQueen looking to push. McQueen gets to McMurray. McMurray weaving his way. He'll fire a long two. That one's way off the mark. A wild shot. Rebound is tipped, grabbed by Artis, out to Guy, and Chuck will take it, and Chuck will go up and under, lay it up. Cannot get the lay-in to go. Rebound grab by Gary. Gary looking to push. Gary goes over to Jones. Jones will fire a three. Jones' three is off the mark. Rebound is tipped around. Still batted around, and it will be Sky Kings basketball. 8:45 to go. Fire up by 12, 99-87. Gary to inbound. Gary has it stolen, and now here's Guy with it. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Chuck floats it down low for Artis. Artis will go up, and Ricky Artis able to lay it up and lay it in. Here's Gary. Gary with a pump. Now Gary will drive. He'll float it down low for Cameron. Cameron goes up, and Cameron is able to get it to go. Guy bringing the ball up the floor for the Fire. They lead by 12, 101-89. Here's Hayward. Far side, low block, has it poked away from behind, and it is stolen by Gary. Out to Jones. Jones to McMurray. McMurray will go up, and McMurray high off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Mahone. Now to Guy. With 8 minutes to go here in the game. Here's Guy working on McQueen. Guy trying to turn the corner. Guy will put it up, can't get it to go. He hits the deck, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Kings foul is on number 0, Brandon McQueen. That is his, I have that as his 4th personal. Team's 3rd. Chuck Guy, Ja'Kai Simmons getting set to check in. Or excuse me, Deshaun Munson and Ja'Kai Simmons getting set to check in. Here's Guy at the line, shooting 2. Chuck tonight with 26 points, 14 assists. Make it now 27 points. Simmons comes in as Hayward takes a seat. Munson checks in as Mahone sits down. Mahone gave the Fire some good minutes there. Second free throw upcoming now for Guy. And Chuck's second free throw is up and in. So Chuck now with 28. And the Fire lead by 14 again, 103-89. Here's Gary with it. Gary gets it to Jones. Jones top of the key. Jones dancing around and gets to McQueen. McQueen will pull up. He'll fire a 3, and McQueen's 3 is good. Sky Kings just right now not missing shots. I mean, it's pretty impressive what they've done from behind the three-point line because, again, the Fire have been in good position for a lot of the night. Here's Guy dancing around. He'll pull up. He'll fire a three, and that's an air ball as it goes out of bounds, and it will be Sky Kings basketball. Jones to inbound. Jones trying to find somewhere to go with it and gets it into McMurray. McMurray guarded by Artis. McMurray, top of the key. McMurray will pull up. He'll fire a three. That one's off the mark. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. Munson, by the way, 15 rebounds. He has 7 minutes to try to get 7 more or to tie the record. Artis with it down low. Artis spinning. Artis cut off. Artis drives baseline, has it knocked away. And Artis is able to come up with it. And now Ricky trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it out to Guy. Guy, a little stutter step. He'll float it up for KD. KD comes down with it, lays it up, and lays it in. So Guy with the assist. That is his 15th tonight. 15 assists now for Guy. He set the single season earlier this year with 20 assists in a game. Second highest is 17. Here's Cameron down low. Cameron gets inside, and Cameron will lay it up and lay it in. Fire lead is 11, 105-94. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Guy to Munson. Munson attacks. Munson will flip it up, and Deshaun Munson is able to get it to go. Fire back up by 13. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's McMurray driving. McMurray will go up. McMurray puts up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. And Cameron comes up with it. No, Guy comes down with it somehow. Here is Chuck. Chuck slowing things down. Gets it over to Simmons. Simmons with a pump. And Simmons will go up. And Simmons had to adjust midair. Missed the lay-in, but he got it back and laid it back up and in. Jakai was about to put somebody on a poster and just lost the ball mid-flight. Was able to come down with it, though. Here's McQueen with the jumper, and McQueen's jumper is good. 109-96, 5:24 to go here in this fourth quarter. Chuck again with it on the far wing. He'll pull up, he'll fire a three, and Guy rattles in the three. 31 now for Chuck to go along with 15 assists. McMurray trying to get inside. McMurray does. McMurray will lay it up, and McMurray lays it in. Just had that step on Artis right there as Guy brings it down the floor. Guy, far side. Guy will drive. Guy will get inside, lay it up, and Chuck Guy lays it in. 33 now for Chuck. 114-98, largest lead of the game for the Fire. That three is short. Rebound is tracked down by Munson. 16 now for Munson. Munson shovels to Simmons. Simmons will flip it up, and Simmons is able to get it to go. Munson with the assist. That is his 6th assist, and now we have a timeout taken by the Sky Kings with the Fire up by 18, 116-98, and the depth and the skill of the Fire looks to kind of finally be wearing Wichita down with 4:29 to go here in this fourth quarter. Fire up 116-98. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Time to sing along.
And spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never could. But now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena. Potawatomi Fire trying to improve to 9-0. They lead by 18 right now. 116-98 the score over the Wichita Sky Kings. Here's McMurray with it. McMurray guarded by Artis. McMurray doubled. He gets it over to Jones. Jones will fire a straightaway three, and that three is up and in. The Sky Kings, if they're open from three, they're going to take a shot. Even if they're not open, they're still going to take a three. And right now, they're just knocking them down. Here's Chuck with it, guarded by McQueen. Chuck dancing. Chuck trying to drive. Chuck has it knocked away. And I don't think he'll be at the line quite yet. That foul is on number 2, Justin Jones. That's his third. And they're actually saying that that Chuck was in the motion of shooting, so it will be 2 shots upcoming for Guy anyways. A little surprised by that, honestly. I thought the foul was on the floor, but the official says he was shooting, so we'll take it. First free throw for Guy is up and in. He's now 8 of 8 tonight from the line, has 34 points, 15 assists, and a couple of steals with this free throw pending. Second free throw for Chuck, up and in. Give him 35 now. Here is McMurray. McMurray on the far wing. Guarded by Artis. Has that pass deflected. Jones comes up with it. Nope, it's Chuck who comes up with the steal. Gets it to Ricky, back to Guy. Guy will go up, lay it up, and Chuck Guy lay it in. Chuck now with 36, which would tie the team high, and we have a foul here on KD Moore. A foul on KD will be his first. The Fire haven't committed many fouls tonight, just 8 fouls committed by the Fire as opposed to 21 by the Sky Kings. 120-101. Here's Sanders. Sanders goes to Jones. Jones working around a screen. Jones stops. Gets it out now to Sanders again. Sanders' 3 is up, and Sanders' 3 is good. 120-104. Guy bringing it up the floor with 3:15 to go here in the fourth. Here is Chuck. Chuck will pull up. Chuck will fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is no good, but he got his own rebound. Attacking, goes up with it, and Chuck Guy is able to get it to go. My goodness, Chuck having big game after big game. And we have a whistle here. We have a technical foul called on Ricky Artis. Ricky Artis called for the technical foul. And Jalen Mahone will check in for the Fire. So Ricky Artis called for the technical. And we have an official's timeout on the floor with 2:56 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. Fire up by 18, 122-104. 2:56 to go here in regulation. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fire will be on the road this Saturday night, April 13th at 6 p.m. for a neutral site game versus the Heated Outlaws at the Sawyer Center on the campus of Southern Nazarene University in Bethany. We encourage Fire Country to make the short drive over to Bethany and root on the Fire against their in-state rivals. Best way to get tickets for that one is to get them at the door. Again, that's this Saturday night, April 13th at 6 p.m. For a game at the Sawyer Center versus the Heated Outlaws. Sawyer Center on the campus of SMU in Bethany. Next home game for the Fire will be next Friday night, April 19th at 7 p.m. versus the Little Rock Lightning. Get your game tickets now from PotawatomiFire.com/tickets or at the box office. You listen to Chris Cox on the radio, call home or away on KGFF 100.9, 1450 AM or KGFF.com. Also watch on TBL TV.tv with a paid subscription.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. 2:56 remaining here in this one. Fire still with a little bit of work to do, but they do lead by 18, 122-104. Make it now 17, 122-105, as Jamal McMurray just knocked down a free throw. It was a technical free throw, as Ricky Artis, before that media timeout, was called for a technical. He was talking down the floor with Justin Jones, and he must have said a magic word that the official heard. 33 now for McMurray. It's been a high-scoring game with several guys over 30 points. Here's Cameron going down low. Cameron tied up, has it knocked away and stolen by Munson. Chuck Guy leading the way for both teams with 39. Here is Guy with it. Goes to Munson. Munson a pump. Munson now will step up. He'll fire a straightaway 3, and that one's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Sanders. Sanders Top of the key, he'll step up, fire a 3, and Sanders' 3 is up and in. Out to KD, now over to Guy on the far side. Guy with it, guarded by Sanders. Guy working around a screen. Up top for Moore. KD will drive. KD will fight his way inside, flip it up, and KD Moore is able to get it to go. 33 now for KD. Here's McMurray with it. McMurray will pull up. He'll fire a 3. McMurray's 3 is off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by McQueen. His jumper's no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Here's Guy with it. Guy driving. Guy shovels down low for Moore, and KD will lay it up and lay it in. 16 assists now for KD. As McMurray is driving, McMurray gets inside, McMurray flips it up, and McMurray is able to get it to go. Chuck with it. Chuck driving, Chuck gets inside, puts it up, and score the basket, Chuck Guy. He has 41 now. Oh my. Foul on number 3, Jamal McMurray. That is his 4th with 1:22 to go here in this 4th quarter. Fire up by 18, 128-110. They've led by as many as 19. Checking in for Wichita is number 32, Isaiah Poorbear Chandler. Galen Gary also into the game for the Sky Kings, as Justin Jones will sit down. And Robert Goff checking in as well. Guy at the line shooting 1. And Chuck knocks that one in. 42 now for Chuck, to go along with 17 assists. 17 assists, by the way. Well, I'll get to that here in a second. Here's Gary with it. Gary spinning. Gary will put up the jumper. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson now with 18 rebounds. 22 is the record. Guy will pull up. Guy will fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is off the mark. Rebound is tipped. And Simmons was trying to tip it to Rustin Hayward because Hayward was standing up. McQueen will fire the jumper. That one's no good. Rebound grabbed by number 24. That's Goff. Goff still fighting for it. And it will be Wichita basketball. Sean Sanders back into the game for the Sky Kings. McQueen will take a seat. He's likely done. Or excuse me, McMurray, I will say. As Guy comes up with a steal, gets it out to Mahone. Mahone will attack. Mahone will stop, put up the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound still fought for. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground. Guy comes up with it, gets it out to Mahone. Now Mahone will spot up. He'll fire a 3. And Jalen Mahone with the fireball. Guy's looking for the assist. I don't know if he's going to get it. And there's a 3 by Sanders. 30.4 seconds to go. Chuck Guy making sure he's getting the assist, and he did. With 30.4 remaining, that's 18 assists now for Chuck to go along with 42 points. He and Munson have just been absolutely spectacular tonight. Here's KD with it. KD just dancing around. Gets it out to Simmons. Simmons goes over to Mahone. Mahone working on Poorbear Chandler. Mahone will step back. He'll fire a 3, and Mahone's 3 is no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson lost it, and KD saves it. It goes off the leg of Sanders, as Munson now has, I believe, that might be his 19th rebound. As Guy will inbound. We'll see how many he finishes up with, but Chuck inbounding, and he gets it in to Mahone. Mahone will fire another 3. That one's no good. Rebound fought for. And that will do it for this one as the final buzzer sounds. The Fire win by 19. 132-113 is the final score, and the Fire stay perfect as they improve to 9-0 on the year. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll be joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. This is Potawatomi Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Thanks for joining us this evening. In the Fire will be on the road this Saturday night, April 13th at 6 p.m. for a neutral site game versus the Unit Outlaws at the Soccer Center on the campus of Southern Nazarene University in Bethany. We encourage Firecrackers to make a short drive over to Bethany and root on the Fire against their in-state rivals. Best way to get tickets is at the door. And that's this Saturday, April 13th, 6 p.m. at the Sawyer Center on the campus of SMU in Bethany. Fire will take on the Unit Outlaws. Next home game for the Fire will be next Friday night, April 19th at 7 p.m. versus the Little Rock Lightning. Get your tickets now from PotawatomiFire.com/tickets. You're also listening to Chris Cox on the radio on home or away. TFL 104.9 for TBL. You watch the stream on the pictures on TBL TV.tv. Back up your stuff. Get those tickets out one more time. 834-9017. Got one more giveaway from Chick-fil-A. 834-9017. 834-9017. One more giveaway for tonight's game sponsor, Chick-fil-A. Big thanks to Jeff and Kathy Maxson. Chick-fil-A Shawnee. Their big support of the Fire and the Shawnee community.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena. I'm Chris Cox. The Potawatomi Fire victorious tonight. 132-113 is the final score. I'm now joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. And coach, a big victory for your Fire tonight. Y'all moved to 9-0 against a Wichita team that just wasn't going to quit tonight.
You know, it's the same way when they came here the first time. You know, they shoot the ball extremely well. They play extremely hard. They did a good job getting into gaps. And they just aren't going to go away. They have the ability, with the way they shoot the three-point shot, you know, unless they're just having an off night, you know, it's going to be very difficult. And I give all the credit to them. And I really give a lot of credit to our guys. You saw a tired Fire basketball team tonight, but we dug deep, we grind through, we didn't give in to fatigue from the previous trip, and we were able to come out with a victory tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned the three-point shooting of Wichita. They attempted 53s. More than half of their shots were three-point attempts. They were clearly going to live by the three or die by the three tonight, and for a lot of the game, it kept them alive.
Yeah, I mean, every time you think you're starting to pull away, they knock down a three, or we don't get back and get matched up right, or just don't get our hand up, and a lot of that's fatigue.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're good shooters. If you do that, they're going to make you pay.
A couple of guys with some really big games for your Fire. Katie Moore, 35 points, 3 rebounds. Deshaun Munson, a 20-20 game, 23 points, 20 rebounds, 7 assists as well. And then Chuck Guy tonight, a new season high for your Fire, 42 points. And not only did he have 42 points, he also had 18 assists and 6 rebounds. I mean, really just another effort for your Fire team where a lot of guys were doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you know, it's been a tough, 6 days, 7 days, and for our guys just to continue to grind, and guys are doing what they do. I thought Munson was really good tonight. I thought Chuck was outstanding as always, and then we got good play. KD is really scoring the ball at a high rate for us and defending. I like to say Ricky too. Ricky went out and defended the second half on McMurray.
Yeah.
And McMurray's going to make shots. Chuck did a good job in the first half. He just made tough shots. And Ricky came and picked him up 94 feet to wear him down a little bit and just made him work for everything the same way. And I give him a lot of stayed on the boards, did a terrific job for us as well.
Yeah, and your Fire now with a turnaround. You do get a day off tomorrow, a day of rest, which will, I know, be nice after playing 3 games in 6 nights. But it doesn't get much easier as you go on the road to take on the Enid Outlaws. That game, though, in Bethany, so more of a neutral site game than a true road game, but still a tough opponent coming up with the 5-2 Enid Outlaws.
A very good opponent. I think they've lost 1 game on the road since we played them. They've had some roster changes. They're playing extremely hard, playing good defense. Getting some production from some guys that maybe early in the year weren't giving them as much, but guys who have become more of a force offensively for them, and they've gotten bigger. It's going to be a tough game for us, especially going to a neutral site and having to travel a little bit, even though it's not that far. But it's the 4th game in 8 days, and we're going to have to grind hard to fight and not give in to fatigue.
Yeah, with it being 4 games in 8 days, what is the plan for your Fire tomorrow? Obviously, you're going to want to work on a few things with them, but I can't imagine it's going to be too heavy of a workload.
No, we won't do a whole lot. We'll come in tomorrow at 10, and we'll band and stretch for sure. We'll get treatment. We'll probably shoot a little bit. We may cover a few things, watch film on Enid, but we won't be doing a whole lot. We may cover some coverages, but other than that, it's going to be a light day, and we'll come back at shoot around on Saturday, and we'll cover a few more things. But it's going to be a light day to get, hydrate, eat right, get rest, get stretched, and get treatment.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you on Saturday in Bethany.
Thank you very much.
That was Fire head coach Mark Danoff joining us for just a couple of minutes. Again, the Fire victorious tonight by a score of 132-113. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I will have some post-game stats for you and talk to you about what's coming up next. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Near wing, floats it to Artis. Artis will go up, and rebound grab by Simmons. Simmons up the floor quickly to Moore, and Moore finds Chuck Guy. And just a bit now as he gets it into the corner for Mahone. He'll fire a three, and Jalen Mahone, the rookie, with Chuck again with it on the far wing. He'll pull up, he'll fire a three, and Guy rattles in the Chuck will pull up, Chuck will fire a three, and Chuck's three is no good, but he got his own rebound. Attacking, goes up with it. Working around a screen. Up top for Moore. KD will drive. KD will fight his way inside, flip it up. Chuck with it. Chuck driving. Chuck gets inside, puts it up, and score the back. Ball on the ground, still on the ground. Guy comes up with it, gets it out to Mahone. Now Mahone will spot up. He'll fire a three. 30.4 seconds to go. Chuck Guy making sure he's getting the assist, and he did. With 30.4 remaining, that's 18 assists now for Chuck to go along with 42 points. He and Munson have just been absolutely spectacular tonight. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena. I'm Chris Cox. The Potawatomi Fire victorious tonight, 132-113, and that puts them at 9-0 on the year. With the loss, the Wichita Sky Kings fall to 1-6 on the season. It was really just an outstanding offensive game for both teams. As we look at those numbers for the Sky Kings, their shooting percentage did drop a bit in the second half, which was always what the Fire wanted to see. 45.8% from the field. They were 44 of 96, but what kept them in the game was their ability to shoot the three ball. They hit 38% of their threes, which is a pretty good number. It's not a great number, but it's very solid. But they just shot so many threes that the sheer volume is what made their three-point shooting so dangerous. They were 19 of 50. More than half of their shots came from behind the three-point line. They made 19 threes, and that's really what kept them in the game for the vast majority of it. The Sky Kings were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. That's 75%. 43 rebounds, including 15 on the offensive end, which did lead to 16 second chance points. 19 assists on there, 44 made baskets, 7 steals, 6 block shots, 17 turnovers, which led to 25 Potawatomi Fire points. Individually for the Sky Kings, a relatively balanced effort. Jamal McMurray leading the way, 36 points. 2 rebounds, 6 assists, a couple of steals as well. And then you look at Justin Jones. He had 20 points to go along with 9 boards and 4 assists. After that, you have Sean Sanders, 17 points, a couple of rebounds. Brandon McQueen, 16 points, 5 boards, 3 steals for McQueen as well. And then Anthony Cameron, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Cameron. And then Tyler James, Kalen Gary, and Robert Goff all tallied 4 points apiece. For the Fire, they shot 53.7% from the field. They were 51 of 95. They were 10 of 25 from 3. They shot the 3 ball pretty well as they hit 40% of their threes. They just didn't hit at quite the volume that the Sky Kings hit. And then the Fire were 20 of 29 from the free throw line. That's 69%. 57 rebounds for the Fire, including 20 on the offensive end. Those 20 offensive rebounds did lead to 19 second chance points. 37 assists on their 51 made baskets. Those 37 assists, by the way, tied for 3rd most in team history for a single game. 11 steals, 6 block shots, 11 turnovers, which led to just 7 Wichita points. For the Fire, it was really 3 guys leading the way. Several guys got in the act. Chris Brand didn't score tonight. Myron McGowan did not score tonight, but they both played some good minutes for the Fire when they were out there. Jalen Mahone finished with 6 points tonight. John Cathy Macklin had 4 points tonight. Ja'Kai Simmons, 8 points. Ja'Kai, though, doing a lot. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Also had a steal and a block shot as he really impacted the game, even though he might not have been scoring at that clip we're used to seeing from him. But then you get into the 3 guys who really led the way. Well, actually, and then you get to Ricky Artis, as Coach mentioned, played great defense. 11 points for Ricky, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, a block, as he played a really complete game as well. And then you get to the 3 guys who really led the way for the Fire. KD Moore finished with 35 points, also had 3 rebounds and an assist. And then Deshaun Munson, a 20-20 game, 23 points, 20 rebounds, 7 assists. Those 20 rebounds tied for 2nd most all time, as he also had 20 rebounds back in the 2022 season against Beaumont. He has the record of 22 rebounds, so Munson just a couple off the team record there. For Chuck, he had 42 points tonight to lead all scorers. 42 points, had 18 assists, 6 rebounds. The 18 assists for Chuck are the 2nd most all-time by a single player in a Fire uniform. To go along with those 42 points, 18 assists, like I said, 6 rebounds, and then also had 3 steals. So really a good all-around effort by the Fire, especially on the offensive end tonight, and they finally will finish out this tough stretch of basketball as they will take on the Enid Outlaws on Saturday. It will be a fairly quick turnaround, and it will finish off this stretch where they play 4 games in 8 nights, which is just an awful lot of basketball, but the Fire will finish that stretch off on Saturday when they make the trip to Bethany to take on the Enid Outlaws. That's right. Not playing Enid in Enid tonight. They will be playing, on Saturday, they will be playing Enid in Bethany at the Sawyer Center at Southern Nazarene University. If you're a Fire fan, we encourage you to come out there. It's not a far trip. Should take you about maybe 45 minutes, hour tops to get to Bethany. And so we would love to see you out there. You can purchase tickets at the door and support your Fire when they are on the road as they take on the Enid Outlaws. If you can't make it out there, don't worry. We will have you covered. You can, of course, watch the game on TBL TV. If you want to hear my call of the game, that will exclusively be on KGFF 100.9 FM, 1450 AM, and KGFF.com. That game on Saturday against the Outlaws tips off at 7 p.m. Our coverage on KGFF will begin at 6:45. That's going to do it for us tonight. Again, the Fire victorious, 132-113, and they move to 9-0 now on the year. For Braden Edwards and his team running the TBL TV stream and our production crew back in the KGFF studios, I'm Chris Cox. Thanks for listening, and good night.